Amigos, estamos aquí con el equipo de Venezianico, Elena y
Hola,
Alberto.
amigos.
Nos van
Hola
a
a todos.
platicar un poco sobre de dónde viene la marca. Guys, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks a
We've
lot for
been
coming.
working for quite some years now.
True, yeah.
So I thought this was a great opportunity for us to finally meet in person,
That's
talk
amazing.
about watches, and for you to explain how the brand came to be, where the inspiration
Yeah,
comes
sure.
from. So please.
Thank you very much for your introduction and thank you for coming over in the US and visiting our booth at the Wind Up show. So, hola amigos, it's great to be here and I'm so glad we had the chance to meet in person finally after many years. Venezianico was founded in 2017, as you may already know, thanks to 3 different crowdfunding rounds on Kickstarter, which is the most popular crowdfunding platform here in the US. Here you can see some of the collections, in particular Nereide, which is actually one of the best sellers, and we have developed many different variants using the materials of Venice, of our own tradition, that reflect the craftsmanship, the search for beauty, which is typical of the city of Venice. Here we have, if you want to show some details, Nereide Lapis Lazuli, which is actually one of the most popular. We have the bronze version, which is a metal that's extremely popular and important for the history of Venice. You have the titanium, you have the amethyst version, which is reflected by that very particular purple color. You have finally the aventurine, we have been using in so many different watches as it's the typical Venetian glass with copper fragments, and it's extremely popular. Just on the right side we have Nereide Aureo, which has recently became one of the most popular with its 24 carats gold treated dial. And of course we have the Acquaforte, which features the typical Renaissance engravings marked by the acanthus leaves, and once again, one of the most popular so far. On the top you can see Arsenale. We have been launching last September, and it's our integrated bracelet design, and it has been getting more and more attention by our watch enthusiasts and by our community. You have the meteorite version, you have the ultra black, those are currently the best sellers. You have the regular version two-handed with the Côte de Genève dial, and those are really doing great with that kind of minimalistic approach to watchmaking. And on the other side we can see a few Redentore, our most elegant pieces, starting from the ultra black, you have the aventurine, and you have the bronze version. And we have a very special piece, which is Redentore Bellanotte, that Elena would be so glad to introduce you.
Of course. Redentore Bellanotte is one of my favorite watch of Venezianico collection. Let me show you. Is this beautiful piece. Here you can see 4 different layers. You can see Piazza San Marco. The moon is made of MOP. The sky is made of aventurine. Aventurine is a special glass invented in Venice in the 16th century. Then you can see here Basilica di San Giorgio, and here Palazzo Ducale made of brass. In the caseback you can see Basilica del Redentore. This one is one of the best popular here in the US, even in Mexico maybe.
Yes.
Yeah. Then you can see the dial made of aventurine. This one is the 36 millimeters. Then we have the biggest one in 40. And then the ultra black version, this one is the smallest one, 36. Then we have the 40, and then we have the 42 in the diver version, and Arsenale.
So can you talk to us about where, I mean, of course,
Yeah.
the inspiration comes from Venice or
Yeah.
Venezia, which is
Venezia.
how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Very good, very good, very good.
But I think your brand has something really special, and it's not, I'm not saying this because we work together, I think it's the other way around. We work together because you trust your watches, I have seen your watches, I have felt your watches, and the quality is there. But your brand has something special that not a lot of brands have, because you combine watchmaking with the beautiful Italian design,
Thank you.
which
very
is
much.
very different to what you might find. So can you talk to us about where the inspiration of some dials come, or some
Of course.
designs?
Of course, would be a pleasure. So, for example, we do a lot of stone dial, like the amethyst, like the lapis, like the malachite, and those are coming from the tradition of gem trading that was extremely popular and extremely spread in the city and the area of Venice since the early Renaissance and even the Middle Ages. And that kind of trade brought all over the Europe many of the most popular stones that we can see right now. So that is a clear homage to that kind of very important tradition for our hometown and land. Then we have, for example, the Audio, and that one is particularly important as it recalls the gold leaf tradition of the typical Venetian craftsmanship. Of course, it is obtained through a different technique, which is tumbling and then gold plating, but the kind of finish recalls that very meticulous and very popular art that distinguished the Republic of Venice since the early Renaissance. We have bronze, which is not, it is of course a popular metal in watchmaking, but it's particularly important for us because it draws inspirations from the four horses that you can see at the top of San Marco's Basilica. And that kind of metal gained importance just after the creation of those horses, which you can see in the case back of those watches. In terms of inspiration, we do a lot of research, not only regarding the architecture, not only the materials, but even the arts and different styles that you can see in the city of Venice, like the neoclassical that is reflected by the essence of the Dentore, but also, as I showed you before, if you look at closely at Nerei di Acquaforte, you're going to see some of the engravings that you can see in the columns of Venice architecture, temples, basilicas, and this one in particular is one of the most relevant, I would say. You can see the Lion of St. Mark's in the caseback, which is engraved, and then it's treated with black ink and hand polished. That one is in particular one of the most relevant for us, and it embodies the tradition of Venice, not only in terms of style, but also in terms of the technique which has been used, that is called acquaforte, and it's the typical engraving technique that was created in the early 17th century. I hope you guys enjoyed this little presentation, and thank you so much for coming and be able to show our mutual Mexican community our watches all together, and I hope you will enjoy the show.
Thank you.
Perfect.
It was a pleasure meeting
No.
you in person, guys.
Thank you very much. And I really want to thank you guys for
It's a
trusting
pleasure.
me
It's a pleasure
to work with you.
Always.
I think we are a very good team all together.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, and
yeah.
hopefully we will work together on
Thank you.
on all of your new watches that come.
Of course we will.
Thank you very much.
Thank
welcome.
You.
Thank
Bye.
you, guys.
Hola.